Tom Huffmeister with Elder Fire Lodges. We've had a lot of fun this week. I had the opportunity to hang out with Jack Levine of Four Generations Institute. Jack and I were brought together because as he works with the four generations, starting on the children's side, it was quickly discovered we were working with elders working back toward those younger generations. So Jack and our culture actually are very well positioned to work hand in hand and actually feed off of one another.
Well, what I learned as a young school teacher in New York City was that you can bend rules, but you don't have to break them. So when my students needed me to advocate for them, not only academically but emotionally, I kind of went out of bounds sometimes and met their parents off-site, confronted some of the administrators who I didn't think were making the best decisions about the well-being of the young people. So it just got to be a little bit of an activist mentality that was, in the late 60s, that was pretty common. Started sauntering over to the state capitol and realized that many well-intended people at the state capitol, both staff and elected officials, seemed to not know all the intricacies of what it meant to be a young person in trouble or a young person who had needs. So I became a voice for those young people, headed an organization for 25 years that advocated for youth, and then 10 years ago decided to transition into multi-generational advocacy. I look at any initiative, the brilliance of what Elder Fire is becoming, as an extended family. You know, we have many definitions of family. It's the family, of course, we were born to, those of us who were able to stay with our families through our childhood. So that's what I'll call family number one, and many of those are multi-generational. Then there's something I call the extended family. These are teachers, pastors, coaches, people who are in the community, who've affected our lives. We may not live under the same roof, but they are there for us and they've taught us important lessons. I'm starting to feel that Elder Fire and its partners are an extended family for those who need some help. And not only need some help on an occasion, but need some help with the natural progress of aging for their family members. So when you feel comfortable about coming to somebody's table and not only sharing a meal, but sharing a vision, then you get excited about that opportunity, and I'm excited about that opportunity to build that family. I also see that there's an interest in program, which is direct service, which is essential to be quality and available and the right thing at the right time for the family members. But I also think about the policies that govern, the laws, the budgets, the regulations that govern any service from preschool all the way through elder care. And I'm interested in that because it needs a translation. Those who provide quality service are really the experts, and to leverage that expertise in the policy-making arena takes some thought, it takes some planning, and what I'm now calling the Elder Fire Institute. And the Elder Fire Institute doesn't exist except in conversation yet, but I see that as a vehicle for sharing the science, the technology, the strategy of quality elder services that not only meets the elders' needs and the family's needs, but really meets the community's needs. And one thing that really excites me about the Elder Fire concept and eventually the Elder Fire Institute, it will be a place and a series of programs that actually do the bridging of the generations. And that is not only rich, but it's rewarding.